Yeah, Kel, I'm curious if you could talk to the development that you received from a guy like Chuck Smith in high school, coming in as a pretty refined football player. How much of a role did that play in your ability to get onto the field pretty early as a freshman?
I feel like working with Coach Chuck, it helped my game a lot, and it elevated me faster. I came in with more moves and more in my bag, so I really appreciate working with Chuck.
Mykel, how hard was it getting hurt in the spring, and just where are you physically with the season just right around the corner?
It was hard to deal with at first, but I realized it was the best thing for me. But I've been progressing along, and that's a close, smart question.
Mykel, obviously guys like you, Malachi, Jalen were able to make instant impacts as true freshmen last year. Are there any true freshmen coming in this year that we should keep an eye on that could maybe make a similar impact that you guys did last season?
Man, that's a great question, but the whole true freshman class that came in, they really been showing big improvements and big strides. It's going to be a special class to watch.
I was just wondering, with your injury issue, how much do you feel like that affected, and if it might have affected your progress? Because obviously you weren't able to be out there on the field and get all those reps you would otherwise be getting. Do you feel like it's held you back in any way?
I wouldn't say it held me back. I'd say it slowed me down. But since I've been progressing back, I feel like I'm getting back into the flow of things.
Yeah, you finished last season sacks in both college football playoff games. How big do you think, the light sort of coming on there at the end of the season was really big for you going into the sophomore season, where Kirby has said you got to know if this defensive line group has sort of a game wrecker, a guy that can make impact plays like you did then last season?
Could you repeat the question one time?
Yeah, just how big was, picking up those sacks at the end of last season, going into a year where, Kirby doesn't know if this defensive line has, Jalen Carter, Trayvon Walker, Jordan Davis type impact player?
I could say last season was last season, and I'm kind of focused on it now and what I do this season. So yeah, I'm trying to focus on it now. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mykel, I think it was Warren yesterday who said, you can't just rely on being the best athlete in college. You've got to learn tendencies and things like that. I'm curious, how far have you come in that part of your game, especially through the spring and summer when you maybe couldn't do as much physically as you wanted to?
That's a great question, but I feel like mentally, the aspect of me growing mentally, I have grown a lot because I couldn't do the stuff physically. So I just been taking notes and watching and learning tendencies and talking with the O-line coaches, really. Yes, sir.
Mykel, just how confident are you in this defensive lineman room, all the guys you guys got in there, and what you guys are capable of this season?
I love our room. I feel like we got the talent in the room to be one of the best, if not the best, in America. I just can't wait to showcase it.
What does going up against this offensive line day-to-day do for you?
We got the best O-line in the country, so it's obviously the best work. I feel like we're not going to play nobody as good as our O-line. I ain't going to say that. Sorry. But I feel like we're not going to play our O-line is the best in the country.
Okay, you kind of touched on the room there. You've got a few guys that have been around the program for a while, like Warren. I mean, how has it been to learn from guys like that, especially with all the experience they have?
Yeah, man, it's been great. Warren, Chamel, Zion Lowe, Nas, they gave me great insight, especially coming in as a true freshman. Those guys have really helped me upgrade and build my game. Yeah.
What was the hardest thing to do to play as a true freshman? What was your biggest challenge?
Biggest challenge? I'd say just transitioning to the atmosphere. My first game, the atmosphere it was wow. It was all these people, it's so loud, and I was kind of nervous a little bit. But as I got used to playing those types of games, it kind of relaxed and calmed down. Yes, sir.
Mykel, what have you seen from Jordan Hall so far this year, and just how he's gotten acclimated to being on the team?
Oh yeah, with Jordan Hall, he has a motor, and he has really good hands, really violent, really aggressive, and he got a lot of tools that I feel like we can use this year.
I'm curious, you guys never seem to say the wrong thing in here. You always say the right thing. What is media training like at the University of Georgia?
It's intense. We bring in one of the best people ever. I get, in my opinion, one of the best people ever to come help us, Miss Maria Taylor. and she sits us down and walks us through how to answer questions and how to enunciate and how to go
So
on.
that's something y'all work on.
Yes, sir.
On those offensive linemen that you face every day, who's the guy you don't want to get hands on?
Oh man. See, our line is so good. I got to choose one. That whole unit is good. I'd probably say it's out of oh man, that whole unit. that whole unit good. Yeah.
We've talked a lot about the defensive line, but I want to also ask for the linebackers. What do you try and work on to specifically, open things up for them? And then also, what has it been like to have a guy like Jamon Johnson in that room playing behind you?
Oh yeah. I'll answer the second part of the question first. Playing with Pop, or we call him Pop, Jamon. Playing with Jamon, it's great because he's vocal, he's loud. He's gonna tell you like where to be, what the play is, make sure you get the car, get lined up, and it's just like he enthusiastic. He brings that energy every day. I love playing with Jamon. And could you repeat the first part of the question?
Yeah, just like how do you, in your own game, like what do you do to specifically make sure that you get stronger opportunities for Pop?
Oh yeah, basically like when we run our cars, like if I have to do a certain job on this car, and for him to get free, I'm gonna make sure I do it to the best of my ability. Yeah. So.
I'll ask that other question a different way. How hard is it to not let Amarius Mims get his hands on you, being 6'8", 330, just such a huge human being?
Yes, sir. Mims, he's one of a kind. I really haven't seen too many offensive linemen like him, just because of his size and how he moves. And it's extremely hard, especially with him being so long. He can touch you from far away. So it's a battle going against Mims.
Mykel, what's it been like getting another Columbus, Phoenix City guy in with A.J. Harris, and just what have you seen from him as he's got settled in?
He's a dog. We got the same mentality. I guess it might be because we're from the same area, but yeah, he's a dog, and I can't wait to have him on the field with me.
You said the injury and missing spring, kind of slowed your growth, but the growth is still there. Where do you feel like you've grown the most since your freshman season to now?
That's a great question. I really feel like I've grown the most, and like I say, my anticipation of plays, like the way Coach Scott teaches us and develops us, you kind of know what's going on before the ball is snapped. But now with me being out and I just been sitting and watching and meeting with different people, like I can hear a call or O-line making, I know which way they're moving, or it's like my anticipation of the game has gotten better.
Got time for 2 more questions.
Hey Mykel, this is a little trivial, but I know you and Malachi both wore number 24 in high school. Y'all both came in. You ended up getting 13.
Yeah.
I was wondering if y'all discussed that. You just ended up getting 13. Maybe you chose 13. That's special to you. Just
Yeah, me and Malachi did wear 24. He asked me before we got here, and I let him get it. And then 13 is a number I liked a lot, and I chose 13. Great question.
Thank you.
What separates Trey Scott from every other defensive line coach that you've been around recruiting?
How he teaches, how he develops. Like, to me, he's the best in America, and there's no question. Just by like any drill we do, he can show you film on it from 10 years ago. It's like anything he got film on everything. Like how he teaches, how he breaks the game down and makes it slower to you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mykel.